Hello, good evening. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks. And today we'll be discussing important plot points and the ending of the movie Ballerina, which is in theaters now. And we also have some inputs from Anna de Armas on some of the things. So, this is a kind of spoiler alert. So, beware if you haven't seen it yet. Let's get started. Anna de Armas goes through snowy hell to find vengeance in Ballerina, and by the end, she winds up being a wanted woman. The John Wick franchise spin-off introduces dancer assassin Eve Macaro, who is trained by the same Raska Roma organization that begat John Wick. She is still a rookie hit woman, sorry, when Eve discovers that the mystery men who murdered her father when she was a little girl belonged to a killer cult. Eve devises the wishes of Raska Roma's director and goes after the cult and its leader, the Chancellor. Along the way, Eve also has to rescue Ella, the young, kidnapped daughter of an ex cult member. And before the explosive finale, Eve learns that Lena, one of Chancellor's enforcers, is actually her long thought dead old sister, though Lena is killed by her own people soon after the revelation. She's really done, says de Armas of her character. So she really now feels like she has nothing to lose except for maybe Ella. Maybe that's what is going to give her some purpose from now on. So let's try to dig into the spoilers of Ballerina and let's find out what happens in the ending at the ending. So Eve travels to a little Austrian town full of motorist locals to track down the chancellor, and as she gets closer to accomplishing her mission, he reaches out to the director to help deal with the problem. Because the cult is such a wild card, Raska Roma and other crime organizations also try to keep their peace with them. The director sends in the feared Baba Yaga, John Wick, who's still alive at this point in the story, to take care of the situation. John gives Eve an out, explaining that her actions have consequences, but she can leave peacefully if she wants. She refuses, and they tussle. Though John doesn't kill her, they have quite a bit in common, from being orphans to wanting vengeance for their loved ones. Vic gives her a half hour to take care of Chancellor before he needs to take care of her, but just before time runs out, when Eve is confronting the villain, Vic shoots him from a sniper position. Eve returns Ella to her dad and goes to the ballet to see the performance of an old Raska Roma friend who couldn't cut being an assassin. Eve's phone pings and she sees that there is a $5 billion bounty on her head as she walks quietly out of the theater. So it's a really good ending. Arma says it can go anywhere from here. I do feel like she has found herself. She has got what she wanted. I chose this life and this is what I want to do. Although she looks up to John, says de Armas, even Eve can't take his or anyone else's advice to move on from her loss. Literally, every person she goes to tells her to stop it and let it go, and she just can because it's just stronger than her. There's some relief in her, and now she will deal with the consequences. She is not afraid of them, and it will be what it will be. So, are there any post credit scenes in the movie? There are none. John Wick Chapter 4 had mid-credit sequence. Ballerina doesn't. What it does boast, however, is the rocking new track Fight Like a Girl. For those looking for a tease of where Eve could go next, director Len Wiseman says pay attention to the bounty on Eve at the end of the movie. That was Kino's idea, the filmmaker says, and it speaks to the spirit of the consequences behind this world. But it is ambiguous who put that contract out, Wiseman adds, and while audiences will have to wait to see what that mystery person is who put that contract out, I have my fun, really dark ideas. This is what the director of the movie says. So that's all we have in today's video. Do let me know if you found this information helpful. Thanks for watching us. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.